Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to Toxic Thursday. That's right. We're back here in Chi-Town, here in Elk Grove Village, in the suburbs of Elk Grove, and of course, Carol Brandolino covering the south side of Chicago. Carol, how are you doing today, my dear friend?
I'm doing good. I'm glad to be here. We haven't done this in a while. I miss it. So I'm
Me
very
too.
excited to be back in the saddle here.
Back in the saddle, back to the
Yeah.
grind, and that's what it's about, folks. You're watching Ocean
Mhm.
Spit, little show about big things. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, the men and women in the military, and don't forget our veterans who fought for our country. We got a lot going on, a lot to talk about, a lot
Mhm.
of good stuff, and this is my favorite time of the year.
Yes,
I
me
don't
too.
like when it gets too hot.
Mhm.
But this is my favorite time of the year. So let's go to work and let's have some fun here on Ocean's Pit today. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, yeah. It's that time, folks. It's a beautiful day here in October. The weather is beautiful out there, man. We're having a great show lined up.
Mhm.
Let's get to right to our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place, buy local, shop local, the proud sponsor of Ocean's Pit, the Tony Ocean Show, and the Columbus Day Parade happening Monday, October 13th. Buy 3 and get 1 free Ace Basic pleated furnace filters. That's right. That's easy. Buy 3 and get 1 free. Buy 2 and get 1 free on select First Alert smoke CO2 detectors. Protect those houses and buy all of your Halloween goodies over there at Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Bob Local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Carol, you've been doing some stuff. I know we've been busy running around and trying to finally get the show back in order. Now we're back
Yeah.
to back. So it's kind of cool. So you like this kind of weather? This is your type of thing too?
Oh yeah. I was just trying to think of all the reasons I love this weather, and I'll be honest with you. I just shut off with a smile on my face. The air conditioner, like I had it, down to like 68, 69. It's all off. Windows open. Nice cool breeze in the house. You could sleep. I like sleeping with the window open, with the breeze coming in. You know what I mean? That's what I like. And the other good thing is I always bring something to drink in my car, whether it's my bottled waters or like my iced coffee. Everything stays cold. I don't have to worry about it getting hot in the hot sun. You know
Good
what I
point.
mean? It's the
No,
little things,
exactly.
it's the little things, but I love it. I love it.
Little things that count. You're
Mhm.
absolutely
Yeah.
right. Well, so much to talk about.
Yeah.
And like I said, we just got back from Arizona at the beautiful Paradise. They put us up at the Paradise Valley Hilton Hotel, which is very nice.
Yeah.
Spins were staying at the Mirage. They were like 15 minutes away. But then, of course, Diana Peterson, she's the one that runs all that. Thank you so much for having us.
Nice.
And thank you, Barbie Bunny, too. And, of course, Jerry Jams, great job. But it was fun seeing Carlo came down because his mother's there. So he came to the dinner. Raffaella from Ace Hardware, Joey and Cindy Spins, of course, with my lovely wife, Laura. So
Nice.
it was cool. And Diane Peterson did a great job putting that all together. A lot of fun. Now, that dry heat thing,
Mhm.
actually, we sat out there and really, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
In the morning, once, because remember, we did
Yeah.
the show at 10 o'clock. So
Right.
by the time, 2 hours behind. So
Mhm.
once it started getting, our show was over, once it was getting to 11, whatever it was, it started getting hot.
Oh yeah.
And even the t-shirt I had, you had to change because it was getting hot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
otherwise, no smoking anywhere in the area. I mean, I got kicked out of there 3 times. Don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go smoke
There's
there.
no designated smoking area
Yeah,
anywhere?
one like 2 blocks down or a half a block down. It was just
Oh my
brutal.
God.
And you can't even, there was no plugs to plug your phone in. Even when there was a station where you can do your
Oh, okay.
computers, but nowhere else in the restaurant, definitely nowhere by the pool.
Oh,
You
yeah.
figure they would have something there. There's nothing there. So
Mhm.
anyway, okay. So tonight, folks, we're going to be a brand new place, brand new venue called the Shea Hotel. It's going to be downtown Arlington Heights. It's a rooftop. So in the summer, the rooftop is completely open, and in the winter, and obviously, I don't think the rooftop will be open. I don't think it's that cool, a warm out, but we'll be, and it could be. I don't know. We don't know yet. But me and Double T will be there tonight at 7:00.
Nice.
And then, of course, Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse. Saturday, we'll be at Ronald Estes Club Arcada Speakeasy. Now, first we were downstairs, then they moved us upstairs, then we're downstairs. No, we will be upstairs at the Speakeasy. And I guess the girl they got from American Idol is going to be downstairs, I guess. So, yeah, so that's kind of cool.
Nice.
And, of course, looks like we're going to be opening for Gino Vanelli on that Saturday. So Saturday, I'll be doing 8 to 8:30, opening for Gino Vanelli, which we did before already a couple years ago. And then I'll go upstairs and play with our band at 8:30. So the great Gino Vanelli, I just want to stop all the great songs he had in the 70s.
Yeah.
Wow. And Regina's there's backup singer this time. So
That's awesome.
very cool.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic.
Fun.
Then we'll be in Tinley Park on Sunday, St. Joseph's Deacon concert in Tinley Park with the Oceans Rat Pack. And then, of course, the Columbus Day Parade on Monday, which kicks off on State Street, that great street. And it's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Keith Urban. You heard about Keith Urban and
Nicole Kidman.
now get this, Carol. She paid him $600,000 a year to not do drugs and not drink. This is his wife.
Wait, while they were married, or now that are they getting divorced, or while they were married?
No. While they were married, to give him the incentive not to drink and do drugs. And now that she got custody of the kids, and now he only gets to see his kids 59 days out of the year.
So nothing's come out as to why, like what, that makes me so sad because he's like beloved. You know what I mean? He's like a beautiful, seemingly just a beautiful man, great songwriter and singer. And he just seems so kind and loving, but he obviously has a problem.
I don't know if he cheated on her or maybe it's just the problem. You're hearing different stories, so you don't know.
Well, if you're paying somebody $600,000 to not do something like drinking and drugs.
Wow, wait. While he's your husband.
Right.
While he's your husband.
But that's sad. And then
he's got his own money from his own career. So this $600,000 to please stop drinking and drugs. Oh, that's a problem.
Sad. Yeah, that's so sad. Mm-hmm. Well, hopefully they'll be better apart. I don't know. Maybe they'll be better apart.
Maybe you'll get them straight, and then maybe they'll end up back together again. Look at Charlie Sheen. Look like, I guess, Charlie and Denise Richards, I guess, maybe back together from what I hear. Or I don't know if that's permanent. But look, and I don't know if you watched his Netflix show, part 1 and part 2. He claims he slept with over 47,000 women.
And when I heard you say that when you were talking with Laura on the show, by the way, I loved seeing you guys again together.
Thank you.
I was like, who counted that? Who counts that? Did he have a clicker? I was like, where did he have a clicker? What one?
No, I think, you know what?
40,000.
Sometimes people have a diary. I don't know if some people have a diary. I used to have a diary of just all the places I played.
Okay. You write them down. Okay, but
and I write them down where it was. But I don't write down,
No, 41,167. How the hell do you know?
Carol, they might have, when you're dead, three at one night time, because they slept together doesn't mean when he was all fucked up on drugs. His drugs were so bad, the cartel called him and said, Charlie, we cannot send you no more drugs.
Wow, you're taking up too much of our supply. That's a problem. Listen, he's a baller if he's still walking around and pretty level-headed. I mean, he's got some issues for sure. You could see that stuff's not going to go away that, was ruined. But he's still, I saw somebody doing some kind of a quick little interview with him, and he's still got his wits about him. Like, I mean, I have to respect that. And he said his dad was I didn't see the documentary yet, which I want to see, but he said his dad was such a huge role model, which, I like to see that, that even though his dad did kind of keep it instilled in him, even as an adult going through what he was going through, don't give up on yourself. Don't focus on the people who are telling you can't do it. And you had never quit. Like you have to keep pushing. And he did. and
Yeah,
now
he did.
be good again. Maybe have a second lease on life, and maybe marriage or love or career, Maybe,
True. I know he's also got HIV. I know that. So
mhm.
and people can live with that.
Yeah, of course.
His father chose not to be on the documentary. So
Hmm.
did his brother Emilio. He didn't
Yeah.
choose to be on. There was only one
Okay.
brother. I think his youngest brother was actually on, and so was Sean Penn. He was one of the only other actors that were. And the guy John Cryer, who was on the show
Oh,
with
yeah.
him, he
Uh-huh.
was on there too. Which
Right.
didn't speak. He spoke a lot high of him, but he didn't hold any punches either.
Well, no, I mean, I think it was all out there. I think nothing was really a secret, because he put himself out there when he was so high. Remember that whole, what was it?
Yeah,
That Tigers, whatever the hell he was doing, winning and all that shit. Like he had his meltdowns like in public. You know what I mean? Like just like Britney Spears has done, right? Some of
yeah.
these famous people, you see it happening to them, and it's just like a downward spiral. It's sad to watch, but it gives you an idea of what these people go through when their whole life has been wrapped up in drugs and alcohol and fame.
Yeah.
You see it happen in front of you. If that's not a deterrent, I don't know what is.
It's a scary thing.
Yeah.
I like this quote, and I mentioned it yesterday. I like to mention it
Mhm.
again. Beware of the people in your circle, but not in your corner. Whew.
That's true.
That,
That's
that's
true. I
sad.
mean, that's just basically saying what? Just because somebody's in your circle doesn't mean they want you to win.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that is the scariest part of it all. You got to
That's
know.
the scariest part, Carol. And you
Mhm.
know what? Sometimes it could be family, sometimes it could be friends, sometimes just because it's a scary thing.
Mhm.
And when you end up finding out certain things,
I know.
that's the weird part.
It's
That's
hurtful. It really hurts because like I'm sure you have too. You seem like the same kind of person. You kind of just give everything of who you are, and you're giving, right? I could see that. I'm the same way, and I give until I have nothing left to give. And then there's been times where I find out, like even with women, a lot of times it's women, and you do so much and you really want to see them do well, and then they stab you in the back. And you're like, what did I do to deserve that? I don't even know what I did, or that they secretly had issues with you. It's kind of
yeah.
hurtful because I feel like, first of all, I feel stupid because I usually feel like I could read people better than that. I think I have a good judge of character
I
usually,
used to
but
be that way too. I'd be able to
yeah,
tell, but sometimes you never know. And sometimes I
yeah,
don't think sometimes they don't even do it on purpose.
yeah,
Sometimes I think during that, so they just don't even, whatever. But that's
yeah,
something that we should all look
yeah,
into. It makes a
yeah,
lot of
for
sense.
sure,
All
for
right,
sure.
we talked about Charlie Sheen. You talked about Keith Urban, P. Diddy. What was your thought when you found out he only got 5 years, whatever? He's going to come out in 2028. He'll be 59 years old.
That's
Uh,
it's a slap on the wrist. I think it's just not showing any accountability whatsoever. That's what I think.
5 years, Carol, he'll be out in 2
Yeah,
on good
exactly.
behavior.
Exactly. And when you're talking about younger women, like again, I don't know if there were kids involved. That was spoken about. If it has
Yeah.
anything to do with kids and you're getting out in 2 years, this is just a blatant show of what our justice system is. Where
Or
the guy's got things on people. He's got
There you go, Carol. You hit it right on the. He's got shit. He's got shit on the judicial system, just like Epstein. Everybody's on that list. That's
exactly.
why we'll never see it. Jeanette,
Exactly.
Carol, Gina, how are you doing?
Mhm.
Francine, Yvette, welcome back to Toxic Thursday. Tony O, Carol Brandolino is in the house. Okay, this is happening now in the UK, Carol. They just passed, or they don't pass, but it's been there, but they promote marrying your first cousin.
Hmm.
Now, this is in Europe. They've been doing it for a while. I remember your stories. Go out with the first cousin, or went out with cousin Gina, or cousin whatever, Marie, whatever hell it is. Now, that's fucked up.
It is fucked up. You're going to have fucked up kids. Like they said, they're going to be like vegetables.
Now, is that proven? Is that proven?
Yeah, it has to be. I'm going to say it has to be because there's no way you can get that close in the DNA and not be messed up. I know that has to be. I'll look it up, but I
Yeah.
want to say that I have read or heard stuff about that yes, it's definitely not recommended because of that mixing that together. I don't think that's a good thing. It can't be.
And UK and different countries, I mean, they do some weird shit out there. And, I can't see it. But look, even in the United States, if you go into and no disrespect to southern parts, but
Right.
maybe Alabama, someplace out there. I don't know. You
Mhm.
hear the stories about the cousins and third cousins. Elvis even had a song called "Kissing Cousins." So
There's a
I
lot of
don't know.
nasty jokes
And
out there too, but they're pretty funny about that.
they are pretty funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the stuff down south. But who knows? But I don't know. You see people with eyes facing different ways, and that way and this way, and there's weird shit going on. You always wonder, are your parents cousins?
makes you wonder, right? Absolutely. What did you think about the shutdown? 700,000 federal employees. 700,000 federal employees will be without pay, and they should be members of Congress. They shouldn't get paid during the shutdown.
No, I mean, here's the thing, but it's unfair to a lot of people, obviously, because they're not the reason for the shutdown, right? It's not their fault that there's a shutdown, but it's
Right.
showing the trickle down effect of all the bullshit and the pissing match that are going on. But here's the thing: if they're the biggest argument is, I think a lot of it has to do with Medicaid, like stuff with the healthcare and the Medicaid, and they wanted to continue. And the whole point of all of this was to make sure American citizens are the ones receiving the health care. And I think that's why the Republicans don't want to back down, because they're
Yeah.
trying to push them to say, no, they're going to continue to. But then how is anything going to change? I think Medicaid is very important. Listen, when I'm not going to lie, when I first got pregnant with Gianni, I had no job. Bobby had left the music store. He didn't have the music store. We were building the new music store. He was DJing. Like there was nothing. And I got pregnant with Gianni. And I was like, oh my God, I don't have anything. So I had to go on it for being pregnant. And
Sure.
I felt terrible. And I was like, and just so upset with myself. And my mom said, Carol, your family has been paying into this system since they came from Greece many years ago, working in factories, Nabisco. I've been paying in. You've been paying in. She's like, you're 34 years old. You've been working since you were 14. Always. I had some kind of job. She goes,
Yeah.
you've been paying into it. That's what it's for. It's for the people who have been paying into it. It comes back.
That's right. When people that are paying into it are United States citizens who need it. When something
Right.
happens, you need it.
Right.
That's what it's for, not the
Right.
illegal aliens. Listen, I don't care if anybody comes to this country. Come on, but just come in the right way. Like everybody
Right.
else, come in the right way, get the paperwork, do it right, spend the time, and then
Mhm.
welcome to the United States of America, whether you like it or
Mhm.
not. It's
Yep.
still one of the best countries in the world. I
Mhm.
want to say hello to Carolyn. Carolyn from great seeing you too at the Playboy reunion. I appreciate it, Carolyn. Welcome to Ocean's Pit here. Little show about big things. All right, Carol Brandolino on our side. Carol, listen to this now. Former Miss Teen, her name was Rakaya.
Mhm.
God comes to her one day, I guess, and I guess she's a trans. She got the trans thing. Became
From a man to a woman?
no, she was a woman. She was a man named
Okay.
Raffaello Pomalero, and then he became Rakaria, whatever it was, and then doing her thing. Miss Teen, she was as a model, but then God spoke to her, and all of a sudden now she's change of heart and she wants to go back. That's why, listen, I don't care what anybody does to their body. It's their business. It's their life. But this is Miss Teen. That means you have to be before the age of 20, right? 21,
Yep.
then you're not a teen anymore. So when they're pushing this stuff on the younger kids, that's to me is the red flag no. Whether it's the institution, whether it's teachers, whether it's home, whatever it's the government, social media, whatever the hell it is, that's a no. Now here's a lady now said that God spoke to her or whatever, and now he wants to go back to what he was originally. Two genders, men and female. What's your take on that?
I do think it's a form of some sort of illness in some ways, because it is a body dysmorphia thing. People aren't happy in their bodies, but I think if you're not happy in your body, there's something in our heads that's there's something wrong there first, right? I don't know. And then they start going to God. Listen, you should go to God. You should turn to God, because when the things get the worst, at the absolute worst in our lives, a lot of times that's who we turn to. And you got to, and then you start soul searching. And then if you start to actually go to church or be spiritual or talking to a priest or whatever it is, you do, I think, start to see that there's more. There's something else there. And just trying to be true to yourself. That's why I think when they start going to God, and it goes back to where you originally were, what you were supposed to be, what you were born as, you know, I don't know, deal with the things that are going on in your life before you make those changes, because it's not going to fix it. Most of the time it's not fixing it. We talk about
I agree with you 100%. And like I said, I know it's tough out there. I want to say hello, Dick Sayed, Nina, how are you guys doing? Carol from Orange County, California. So welcome, Carol. All right. So Kathy Apolito's watching from Santa Barbara, California. So we got 2 people from California watching. Welcome. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's something that just this new generation, it's just mind-boggling to me. I mean, I don't know. I don't care what anybody does. Wait till you're an adult to make that decision. And I can't even begin. I can't what it would be like in someone's mind going through that. You know, at that age.
It would be horrible. It would be horrible. I can't imagine it. Honestly, I can't.
And where do you go? I mean, if you go to your parents, and is your parents okay with it, or they frown on it, or is it like it's a no-no? Where do you go? You got to go on these social media sites. You don't know who you're talking to, strangers, what the hell it is. I just think that wait till you get to a certain age and then do whatever you want. It's your life. It's your body.
Yeah, it is. But they do have to figure out what's going on. They do. They have to figure out. And like Boyd's saying, it's nobody else's. Is it nobody else's business? No, it's not nobody else's business. But the thing is these people, though, a lot of them, and we're seeing this more and more, they are becoming angry and violent because of all the pain inside. So yes, that is going to affect other people because they're going to become angry and violent outwardly. And I'm not saying they're all the shooters, nothing like that. People are in pain everywhere. Okay. It's not just because of this gender problem. And look what they do. They have mental illness and they go out and they take it out on the world that they think that they don't belong in. So we do need more mental health help.
They need some help. And Boyd, you make sense. These folks have hard enough working on things inside. These outside opinions make life a lot more difficult. Okay. And let me take you to another step. Let's talk about this for a second. Pedophiles, sexual assault pedophiles. When you get arrested now, you have to turn yourself in, and they have to, when you move into a neighborhood, you have to let people know that you're a sex offender. Yeah. You know that, right?
You're supposed
to let people know. You're supposed to. Now, some people says, who cares? Why business of ours? If I had little kids and a sex predator's living next to me, a former sex or whatever the hell you want to call it, that's fucking big news to me. That is my business.
Yes.
So tell me, see what I'm trying to say? Whose business is that? What's your point on that? What about that?
Oh, if it's a sex offender, listen, I remember my brother where he lived at one time when his kids were little, when he had 2 of his kids, there was one living maybe 2 blocks away. Now, you do have to register. They have to be registered sex offenders. So for pedophiles, absolutely. I mean, it's you have to be registered, and I don't want anybody like that near. And obviously Boyd is tickling the wires because he knows he's going to piss you off right now.
We have one in the Oval Office. Okay. Oh boy, you know what? There's probably a whole bunch of them in there, my friend. Probably the one that's all of them. Let's go back if you want to go that route. Whatever. Until you're proven guilty, that's how that works to me.
If stories haven't come out yet, he's not a pedophile. Is he a womanizer maybe, or was he back in the day? Whatever, who gives a shit? The women allowed it because he had money, and it's a trade-off. You gotta take some accountability on the woman's side too. They know what they're doing when they're with a guy that's a billionaire or a millionaire. How many times over? Absolutely. So you know what? I'm a girl's girl, but you have to start taking accountability for what you're allowing done. You know what I mean? Enough's enough.
Enough's enough is absolutely right. This is Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Let's talk about another sponsor if we can, folks. Our good friend Mary Grievous, for all you really estate needs. That's right. So contact me when you're ready to buy or sell. Contact me considering buying or selling. She's your forever agent, M. Grievous at StarkRE.com. Berkshire Hathaway Stark Real Estate. Give her a call at 630-608-1725. That's M. Grievous at StarkRE.com. And then when you're talking about Mary, when it comes to real estate, you have to talk about the Chicago Music Cruise, which is what, 3 months away, guys? Woo! MSC World America, January 17th to January 25th. It's 7-night Western Caribbean cruise, Miami, Honduras, Costa Maya, Cozumel, Ocean Cay, Tony Ocean in the whole main event, and Seventh Heaven. It's going to be a lot of fun, folks. Go to ChicagoMusicCruise.com. It's going to be on the brand new MSC World America, a brand new ship, or call Mary at 630-688-1725. I think next Tuesday, 7 o'clock at night or 7:30 p.m., we're doing a live Tony Ocean live Ocean's Pit at night. We're still doing one during the day, but at night we'll be with my buddy Richie from Seventh Heaven talking about the Chicago Music Cruise, number 3 on the MSC World America. All right. Boy, oh boy. Listen to this. Let's get to some good stuff here. Carrying a baby for a woman, and you've done it twice, 2.2 times harder than when a man is running a marathon 9 minutes every day, whatever it is. I mean, do you imagine what was that like? I could just imagine carrying a baby around, and you did it twice.
I have to be honest with you, and I was older too. They make you think like you're going to die or you're going to give birth to something that's not even, I don't know, a human when you're older. Jesus, the things that they did to me, they're like, oh, we got to do this test and that test and poke you. I'm like, I was 34 at first and then 38. But you know what? I really enjoyed being pregnant. It was a very, for me, just a cool experience. Toward the end, it became very difficult just because it's hard to lay down. It's, when the bigger you get, and I didn't get huge, thank God, because, I was very careful about that. But the way you're laying down, but I will say at the end, because I worked till the very end with Gianni, the very end, and I was bartending and or serving at nicer restaurants. But I never carried stuff like that, heavy stuff. But I'm telling you, toward the end, it felt like this thing was going to fall out of me. Like I was like, the pressure. I was like, it was really bad. You know how you feel like you have to pee or something and you're holding it in? That's like, I felt like if I let go of some muscle, this kid's going to start coming out. But they have these bands that you buy. It looks like a back brace. It looks like a stretchy back brace, but you put it under your belly and then you tighten it behind your back. Or under your belly, and it holds up. What does that do? It holds it up. It holds your belly up so the pressure isn't so heavy, like down, because you do feel like it's gonna fall out. But I enjoyed being pregnant. I loved the kicking. The kicking to me, when you're laying there, it really is like it's crazy. You're feeling.
Especially there's something down there. Yeah, something. Yeah. Born down. It's got to be a pretty cool feeling.
It is a cool feeling. I think it's, just, I don't know. I enjoyed being pregnant both times for the most part, other than the basic stuff. It's hard. It's very hard because you feel certain ways or you're tired or you just can't move, shit like that, But other than that, it's so worth it.
And there you go. Ronnie B. Elvis, what's up, brother? Diane Gonzalez says, same, best time in my life. So that's good, man. It's a good thing. All right. Now, guys, this AI is pretty weird shit. Now we know we were seeing it more and over the shoulder boulder holder.
That's a bra. That's a bra.
That's a bra.
If you have big enough ones for boulders, but I don't know, not me.
That's a good one. All right, this AI, listen to this. I think I told you guys this. I think you might have heard this. There was a band that they came up with and a song on the radio. I wish I remember the name of the band, but it was a fake band. So some people were liking the song and they were looking at where the band's going to play live. It's all AI. There's an actress right now. If you look her up, her name is Tilly Norwood. Okay. TillyNorwood. Tilly Norwood. Mm-hmm. Talent agencies are getting this woman work. She is AI. She does not exist. And she'll be having parts in movies. They say that they can bring Steve McQueen back and put him in a movie. It's going to happen. But I can understand maybe bringing the old stars back, and it's kind of cool. But making up artists, she's fake. Tilly Norwood does not exist.
That's crazy. You're going up against somebody that doesn't even exist. We're auditioning. What are you doing? I mean, that's
Yeah. So
terrible.
what happens? What happens if, like, you're right, at the Academy Awards, and the winner is for Best Actress, Tilly Norwood,
Yeah, who gets paid? Who gets paid to be in the movie?
the company that makes her. AI gets
AI.
it.
Okay.
Oh
That's
my God. You watch it. All the jobs will be replaced. I mean, look at
Yep.
this. Bill Gates now is going down. They're saying 2-day work weeks. 2-day work weeks, because a lot of these human jobs are going to be gone. It's a scary thing for our younger generation who are going to college and whatever they're
Yeah.
trying to do.
Yeah.
Boyd again. Oh, yeah. All right. Frankie Setta. What's up, Frankie? Hope you're doing well, buddy.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So, I mean, it's a scary thing. You
Yeah.
see it all the time.
Wow. That's nuts. Well,
It's
people better go to
crazy.
school for AI then. That's what everybody should be getting their degrees in, is then computer tech, AI, all of that, because that's what you're going to be doing.
I agree with you 100%. Also, Italy now, the beautiful country of Italy, of course. I'm a little biased because being Italian, but anyway, they introed chemical castration to all rapists and pedophiles. If you get caught in Italy raping a woman or a pedophile as a child, you will be castrated.
Chemically, it says.
Chemical castrated.
So they're not cutting off the balls. Is that cutting off the
Chemical
balls? Is that
castration would be,
castrating?
yeah, they would have to cut something off, right? I mean,
But
no,
if
that
it's
cuts it off.
chemical, right? But if it's chemical castration, I think they must give them something that maybe makes the stuff not work down there. Maybe. But you know what? That's not enough. And I'm not saying that because I would volunteer my time to castrate people. I'm not saying that. I am saying
Number 64, please. Can you come over here and get your balls done? Yeah.
like a deli. I'd be like, nope, take your number 64 and then use a
Number 64, cut your balls off.
You're right. But
Yeah.
chemical castration isn't enough if it is chemically induced to make it just not work. If that's what it is, and I don't know that that's what it is, because you can sexually assault people without your stuff working. You know what I mean? That's, I don't even know. Does that help? It helps to a point, but
I don't know.
not
But like I said, it's in Europe, and a lot of things happen in Europe, good or bad. It happens there, folks.
Yeah.
Absolutely true. Mayor Johnson and Governor Pritzker, of course, these ice-free zones. Have you heard about this in the city of Chicago, where ice is not allowed to go in? Some are churches, I think, and some other spots. Man, let them do what they have to do. I mean, it's a tough subject. Carol,
Yes.
what's your whole take on ice?
My take on ICE is, from the videos that I've been seeing and what they're trying to do. When I see videos of them and stories about them coming in and grabbing 20 different people that are these drug dealer, violent criminals, I'm happy that they're here and they're getting those people. I think that the city thinking that they can tell the police what to do or the federal people what to do, they can't. It trumps state law. This is federal. And the people that are out there throwing things and shooting stuff at them and throwing things, you see what's happening in the streets. And it was on 39th and Kedzie or Pulaski, one of the two, which is not far away from where I kind of grew up. And it looks like, and people are so upset about it, which of course it's upsetting to see this. But if you see who's doing it, it's the people that are living there, or they're paying these people to go out there and throw things at these federal, at these troops. Just let them do their job. Let them do their job. If you're not breaking the law and you're not doing anything, I do feel sorry for the families that are here and they're just scared. They're scared. They're doing the right thing. They're working. I feel so deeply for the people. I do. And I know some people that work hard and they're not here legally, right?
But then also
for years and they're working. Okay. That bothers me. And just, it's like, I hate that they have to be scared and feel like they have to stay in their homes. To me, that's not a way to live. But for right now, while they're here, let them come here and let them get rid of the disease that we have here, which is all these drug people.
What happens if there's one or two? Okay, say there's a lot of men and women, they're regular, hardworking. They're citizens. They're here. They're citizens. They have relatives that they bring in, and they're not citizens, and they're staying in their home, and they're not citizens, and they're breaking the law. and they have say these. I'm not talking about what if some of these citizens that don't they have a criminal record. I don't know. You're keeping them inside the house. You're just as guilty, or is that completely out of line?
I mean, if they have a criminal record and they're here illegally, if you've broken the law here, is what I'm saying, and you are currently, not helping this, this country,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that you got to go. I hate to say it, but I think the people that are at least law abiding, I can tolerate that way more. I really can, just because they're good people and they're adding something to our country, right?
I agree with you 100%. It makes a lot of sense. And Boyd, you're right. That Charlie Hunman, what a great actor from Son of Anarchy. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I got it. Mel Lennon Reed, how you doing? Ronnie B, guys. Welcome to Ocean's Pit. Guys, you know what time it is? It's time for the weather, brought to you by our good friends from the JRC Ace Hardware Store. JRC, Raffaello and Jackie. That's right, folks. The weather for Thursday, October 9th. 61 degrees right now, 45% humidity out there, 5-mile-an-hour winds. There is no rain in the forecast today. It is beautiful out there, a beautiful, crisp October day, and that minute is brought to you by JRC Ace Hardware Stores. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. How about our good friends Danny Maggi from Armando Supermarkets? Buy local, shop local, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois, 846-950-0100. Danny Maggi, Armando, another proud sponsor of Ocean's Pit and the Columbus Day Float, as well as Frank Impardo from Postatanos. We're talking about Wheaton and Oak Brook. All right. So, man, Fox News says there's foreign intelligence involved with the murder of Charlie Kirk. You think there was something else besides just that one bullet, one shooter, whatever you want to call it, even though whatever it is?
Yeah, I definitely think I definitely think it was more than this one kid shooting. I really do. First of all, the shot that was taken, if that's the shot that killed him, that's not just anybody could do that. Okay, it's just not. But I do think there's definitely something else. This guy was just too big and too powerful, and he was becoming too powerful for a lot of people.
Yeah,
and he was getting into people's heads in a good way, and people were listening to him, and they did not want that. So I don't think we got the minute
you start getting he was getting a lot of followers. I think were you on the show when you did when I mentioned about Snake Eyes with Snake Eyes, the movie from 1989. Nicolas Cage plays a guy named Charlie Kirkland, and he gets shot in the neck. And he gets shot in the neck. I mean, that's weird.
It is weird. It is weird.
Just weird. That's 1989, mind you. That's just weird. Snake Eyes with Nicolas Cage. Just.
Yeah, it is weird.
It's definitely weird. All right. Life of a Showgirl is out. Taylor Swift's new record.
Okay.
Well, there's a lot of people out there, even Taylor Swift fans, who are not happy with this record. Have you heard about that? I guess most of her, I guess from what my daughter Gianna told me this morning, I guess most of her music or lyrics were all like poetry of some sort in the past. And now it's just a lot of AI stuff put together. And there's a lot of fans that bought the record but are not happy with this new record, Life of a Showgirl. Harry, there's one called Harry Football Player, whatever, is one of the names of the songs, and it's got nothing to do with Travis Kelce, supposedly. Have you heard anything off the new record, and what do you think?
No, I haven't heard anything off the new record, but I know this. She was known for writing songs just like Alanis Morissette was back in the day. It was bitter and not talking about, failed relationships. And look at, that sells just like sex sells. Okay. People want to hear music that they can relate to. And unfortunately, we can all relate to a relationship going badly. Okay. A woman can relate to that. So she had all this music from all these different guys that it's like a good album would come out after she got dumped or something by a guy. Now she's happy.
All right.
Now she's happy. Now what's going to happen? What's going to happen? I think she needs to just get off.
Yeah, she can't. She can't write. There's no more heartache. I mean, there you go. Diana says father figure lyrics. Troubling. She's a witch. Sorry to say, and a lot of people think that too.
Okay.
I don't care for her music. I mean, she's definitely talented. She's
Yep.
selling more records than anybody else in this world.
Mhm.
We got that. It's just very interesting about that. It's just crazy. I don't know. According to Hannity, I don't know if you ever watch Hannity on Fox News right before Gutfeld.
Yep.
Gutfeld, one of the greatest late night talk show. Anyway, Israel, Hamas, looks like it's coming to some sort of peace. I think Donald Trump is finally putting this together and getting some of these hostages come home. I think it's important. I think it's just not about Gaza. It's about the Middle East.
Mhm.
And I think that's very, very important.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Listen, this is lifelong battle. It's just is it ever going to really go away? Probably not. No, it never will. But hopefully
Probably not.
at some point there might be some balance somewhere along the line. Yeah,
I agree with you 100%. Joan Kennedy has passed away. She was the first wife of former Senator Ted Kennedy, dies at the age of 89 years old. Oh, one of the greatest lawyers in history, next to Johnny Cochran. We're talking about the great Bruce Cutler, and he was one of the greatest lawyers who represented John Gotti. Of course, he got John out of jail many, many, many times. The great Bruce Cutler dies at the age of 77 years old. And of course, I just want to say congratulations to Toronto Blue Jays, who beat my New York Yankees. They will be going to the World Series. I have to admit, Toronto Blue Jays played their ass off. They deserve the win. I'm a diehard Yankee fan. I think everybody should have stepped him up more. Judge stepped up once. He should have stepped up every game. But congratulations as the Yankees lose 5-2. It's sad. Next year, Yankees, next year. Chris Picaro, Rosario is in the house. What's up, brother? We'll be there at the end of the month. The last Wednesday of every month, you can see us at Rosario's in Roselle. There you go. Trump was right about everything. Dennis, you're absolutely right. Thank you, brother. Bad Bunny was announced to be, well, Cubs win. That's true. The Cubs did win, Milwaukee, but they still got to win one more. If Milwaukee wins tonight, is it? The Cubs are eliminated. So it's up to Milwaukee to see what happens on that. Bad Bunny was announced to be the halftime Super Bowl entertainment,
right?
Supposedly. Now there's reports saying that he's going to withdraw himself from the halftime with deportation threats. ICE going to be there, probably attacking half of his crew, half of his family, half of his followers.
I don't know if that's true. I mean, look, it's been a debacle, but then he did I don't know if he did it on Saturday Night Live or something. He said something about now it gives you guys this much time to learn Spanish.
6 months.
Okay. Yeah. I think so many people need to just chill out a little bit about it all. At the end of the day, like, how we always tell people don't watch if they don't like something. If you're watching the Super Bowl and you don't like Bad Bunny or you're not going to understand what he's doing and you don't like his music, don't watch the halftime, I guess. Do I think it was weird that they asked him? I do. I kind of do. But who are we to say?
Jay-Z,
I don't know, maybe because bring in people.
But Jay-Z is the guy in charge. Yeah, Jay-Z is the guy who's in charge of who's been booking the Super Bowl. Listen, okay, this guy is huge. I guess he's got a big following. I mean, they even put him in wrestling, which was a joke. They even put a Jelly Roll in wrestling. Guys, get away from my wrestling, Bad Bunny and Jelly Roll. Get away from wrestling. You don't belong there. Anyway, that's me. But I used to love it. Oh, Jeff Hunt, wherever you are, buddy. I know he's watching the show, Jeff. Welcome, pal. I just don't care. And I'm with Gina, man. Bring back some rock and roll. Bring back some rock and roll. Absolutely. But you know what's funny? And Boyd and everybody listen, I think I mentioned this on the show. McCartney, U2, I forgot the bands that were on there. all these people, Shakara,
Oh,
Renaya, whatever it was, yeah, they were
Shakira,
all they
Rihanna.
were all non-citizens. Do you know that Bad Bunny is a citizen of the United States? That's just the weird thing.
It is weird, but I don't think it's the citizen thing that's pissing people off. I think it's just
No,
because I think so many people that watch. I mean, I don't know who watches football. I don't know the 100% demographic, but when you see the
yeah,
demographic in
yeah.
general, like it doesn't look like a Bad Bunny demographic. You know what I mean? You just wouldn't think that. That's why it just
I
doesn't seem to make
agree with
sense
you.
at a
Yes,
football. But it's
I
about the
agree with you.
commercials,
I don't,
remember, and the viewers.
selling the money. Okay, Carol,
Hmm.
the average American has only been to 4 of these different states. 4, the average American. I'm going to throw them at you. You tell me if you've been to them, all right?
Okay.
20, Honolulu,
No.
San Antonio,
No.
Nashville,
Yes.
Houston, Texas,
No.
Dallas, Texas, Phoenix,
Yes.
Arizona,
Mm-hmm.
Philadelphia,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Seattle,
No.
Denver, Colorado,
No.
San Diego,
Yes.
New Orleans,
Yes.
Los Angeles.
Yes.
What a cesspool that is. How about Washington, D.C.,
No.
Chicago, obviously. Miami comes in at number 6. Miami.
Yes.
Boston comes in at number 5.
No.
San Francisco at number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Las Vegas at number 3.
Yes.
New York City, you're going there soon, at number 2.
Yep.
And Orlando, Florida comes in at number 1.
Yes.
And I think I think Washington might be the only place I've not been to.
Oh, wow.
Washington, I think, yeah. Washington. I haven't been to Honolulu, but I've been to Maui.
Mm.
I've been to Maui.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go. So, all right, Ocean Spit, let us show about big things. Yeah, we were just talking about the shutdown and everything that. All right, let's see here. Tulsa, Arizona, 28-year-old waitress at IHOP was arrested Saturday morning after what police called a gratuity blow-up directed at family of diners. According to witnesses, Ashley Porter had served a family of 5 who ordered pancakes, omelets, and coffee. Their bill total was $83. When the family walked away without leaving a tip, Porter allegedly chased them down the dining room shouting, "You think I'm working for free? I'm not your maid."
I feel her.
She grabbed the syrup caddy from the table, slammed it on the floor, and continued yelling, "If you can't afford all that food, you can afford 20%. She's got a point, but not the way she handled it.
Listen, she's done. I've been there. I did it for almost 30 years. Okay. I served a bartended. You can't do that. And you know what irked me? And this might piss off some people, but whatever. I'm going to tell you what irks me. I worked at a place that also had the gambling machines. Okay. And this is only the last 5 years or so that I've bartended. Before then, we didn't have the gambling machines, right? But when you have people that are like leave you $2 or $4 on something, and they've been sitting at your bar for taking up 2 seats, prime seats during a weekend, okay, they leave $5, and it's a very cheap tip. And I've been running around for them, and then I see them go to the gambling machines and fucking start feeding it 20s. I want to go over there with a tray and I want to beat them. Like, I'm sorry. Because, you know, we have people that are so frugal. I don't want to say cheap, but whatever. Or they
Frugal and cheap is the same thing. It means the same thing. Yeah.
So cheap. But you know what? They have no problem feeding 20s and 50s into a fucking machine, and then they get nothing back from it. It's just that the possibility that they might win something. I'm sorry, you guys. If you're going out and someone's taking care of you, you have to take care of them. I mean, this is how they're making their money. To me, there's no more ignorant. If I ever went out on a date with somebody, like, you know, dating becomes a thing again or whatever, I'm out with a man and they're supposed to tip. And that's what I'm going to look at. I'm going to look at how they treat, how they act at a nice restaurant or a bar. It doesn't have to be a nice place.
Right.
How you treat people and how you tip. I will look at that piece of paper, or I will ask a server, what did he tip? Because I am not about to be with somebody who does that. No,
Yeah.
because that's just the tip of the iceberg, okay? You're gonna feel it somewhere along the line with a person like that.
I agree with it, folks. If you can't afford it, don't. I mean, come on. This lady or man has families of their own. This is how they support their kids. They support their
Yeah.
family. They live
No.
on tips. They
Mhm.
live on tips.
Yep.
Come on,
It's
folks.
brutal.
20%. Unless they're really bad, but
Right. Right.
20%. Come on,
Mhm.
guys. Step up
Mhm.
here. Boyd,
Yep.
you're right. I can recall seeing Mr. Donald Trump in the ring. He was, but he didn't wrestle. He was a celebrity before he was president. You're right, Boyd. He didn't
Mhm.
wrestle. Jelly Roll shouldn't be wrestling. Bad Bunny
He
shouldn't be
is
wrestling.
wrestling?
Case closed.
Jelly
Yeah.
Roll wrestled? I didn't know
Oh,
that.
Jelly Roll was wrestling. He looks like a complete idiot. Don't care for his music, so I can't tell you. But horrible wrestler shouldn't be there. They did it for
Right.
ticket sales,
Of
obviously.
course, of
But you're
course.
right. Trump was not president, Boyd, when he was a celebrity on the wrestling. You're absolutely right. What's up with the language today, right? Trump General, what's up? It's getting me all
Well,
pissed off.
it's been a while.
Hey,
It's gonna come out.
here's something that'll rattle some feathers. The U.S. Treasury will produce a $1 coin with the picture of President Donald Trump on it, replacing
boy.
the Kennedy half-dollar 2025.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
Ooh, it's gonna piss off some people.
Boy, is that going to piss a bunch of people off.
You know what you could
Oh,
do?
yes.
Buy a bunch of them, and if you really want to be a ball busting jerk, you can just buy a
Start
bunch of them.
flipping.
Give them to the kids. Give them to the kids of the people that you know hate Trump. or get a gumball machine that only takes those coins.
Those coins, then they'll have to go there and get them.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That would be funny. This is a man in a senior, senior, what do you call it? Establishment when older people live in a
Oh, senior center or senior living?
living. Yeah.
Senior-
I never
Okay.
get caught cheating at the nursing homes because all my bitches got Alzheimer's. Oh, that's some funny shit.
Oh, that is funny
my
shit.
God. That's funny stuff. If you used to carry quarters for payphones, write letters by hand, save concert stubs in a shoebox, you came from the best generations.
Yep. Or sniff cement glue. I think that was my brother's generation. I remembered seeing that sitting around.
I think I tried that once, and I go, "What the hell are you guys thinking?" This is psychiatrist Richard Feynman produced this and says, "I would rather have questions that can't be answered than answers that can't be questioned."
Yeah, you should. Meaning, I'm guessing you should be able to question anything, right? I
Yeah.
think you should be able to question anything. Yeah, I agree with
I
that.
think that's an incredible quote. I
Mhm.
like that a lot.
Yeah.
This is the great Anthony Bourdain. I don't know if you remember him. He was a
I
food
do.
critic. Of course, he died. One of my favorites.
Yeah.
One quote he said, "I think that all kids aspire to reach a point where they can feed themselves and then few of their friends. This should be good for the world, surely." So I think all kids should aspire to be able to live on their own and
Mhm.
help their
And
friends.
help others. Right, right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, be productive in society, be able to take care of
Absolutely.
yourself at the very least, and then help others if you can. I mean,
If
that's
you
what it's
can.
about. Yeah.
Fox News base backlash. Democrats in Pennsylvania are now breaking with Senator John Fetterman, while Republicans flip dramatically. New polling shows 54% of PA Democrats disapprove of performance, down from 80% approval last year. 62% of PA Republicans approve of the performance, up from just 16% approval year. This comes from Democratic Senator repeating buckle his party on key issues, including voting, etc., shut down government. I like that guy. He's got some balls to him, and he's willing to take, no matter what side of the fence is on, he's willing to take a stand. And sometimes
Right.
it's very hard to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. At
Especially
least you're
when
being
you're on the party.
honest. Yeah. If you're being true to yourself, I can respect anybody that comes out at least and says what they're feeling.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
If you ever have to choose between me and someone else, please choose them, because you already lost me the moment you had there was a choice.
Yeah.
I'm not an option.
Love it. I love it. Yeah, that's a good one.
Very,
That's a
very,
good one.
very cool.
Yeah.
And there's a couple more for you. Marriage is hard.
Mhm.
Divorce is hard. Choose your hard. Obesity is hard. Being fit is hard. Choose your hard. Being in debt is hard. Being financially disciplined is hard. Choose your hard. Starting a business is hard. Working 9-to-5 job is hard. Choose your hard. Life will never be easy, but you can choose your hard. Choose wisely.
Love it. Yeah. Yeah.
Very,
I love those.
very.
I love those sayings because it makes you think, you know?
I
like
agree with 100%. All right. Top 12 richest celebrities. I'm going to throw a name at you, and you're going to tell me what you think they're worth. Okay, Carol? J.K. Rowling, she was the writer of all the Harry Potter books. What do you think she's worth?
Is she a billionaire? 1 billion.
$1 billion she's worth.
Oh, okay.
Coming in, and I don't even know this lady's name, so I'm not even going to pronounce it. I'm going to go to the next person. Paul McCartney, $1.2 billion she's worth. Rihanna, $1.4 billion. What does she do?
Rihanna? She's a singer and a model. She was a model too. She's a singer and a model.
Taylor Swift comes in at $1.5 billion. Peter Jackson, director, Lord of the Rings, etc., 1.5. Kim Kardashian comes in at $1.7 billion. Jay-Z is at $3 billion. Oprah Winfrey is at $4 billion. George Lucas, Star Wars, $8 billion. Wow.
Holy crap.
Billions.
That's unreal. Wow.
We got to work all year for that. Oh, I tell you. All right, what else we got here? Breaking teenager killed. No, I'm just done. This is weird about cruising. And we just talked about it. There he goes. Mo Carrara is worth $5.5 billion. Thank you, Danny Mazzi. If that was the case.
Next year.
Anyway, yeah. Woo! I'd have a nice big fuck to one of these. Anyway, wait. I don't even need $5 billion for that. I'm gonna go cheaper.
Just 1 million.
$100. In 1998, Amy Lee Bradley was on a Royal Caribbean cruise with her family. At 5:30 in the morning, her father saw her lounging on the balcony of her cabin. 30 minutes later, Amy was gone. Only her sandals left where she sat. But if several eyewitnesses' accounts are to be believed, it wasn't the last time she was spotted. Now, have you been on a cruise ship, Carol? All right.
No, I have not. And I don't know how people could fall overboard.
Okay, but if you've been on one on the balcony,
okay,
you walk onto the balcony from your room.
Okay.
When you get off the balcony, it goes back into your room. There's no other way to get on that balcony unless you climb the side of the ship, and that's impossible. Mm-hmm. So I hear stories like this all the time where people at 1 minute they're there and then they're gone.
Was it from her room balcony or like a balcony just off the side of the ship?
Well, her father said it. Her father didn't say it. Father says, father saw her lounging on the balcony on their cabin. So she's in the cabin of her mom and dad. He looks back 30 minutes later. She's gone. She either got to jump.
Yeah. Ugh.
Still unsolved mystery from 2022. Okay, this is going to get some people off, but wake up, people. Wake up, according to Mancow Mueller. 43% of all food stamps are given to illegals. 43% of all food stamps are given to illegals. 95% of warrants issued for murder in Los Angeles are for illegals. Less than 2% of illegals are picking crops, but 41% are on welfare. More than 66% of all births in California are illegals and on Medicare. 60% of all HUD-occupied properties in the United States are illegal. 39% of all California students are illegals. 75% of Los Angeles' most wanted criminals are illegals. 50% of all gang members are illegals.
Wow.
U.S. taxpayers are footing the bill for all of them.
And that's why we're out of money, and that's why we're in debt. Can you imagine if
How do
all
we
of
argue
that
this?
money went to people?
How does
for
anybody
good?
want to argue this, though?
I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It just doesn't. And they're being affected by it too. People that are actually being affected by it are still battling and going out there and protesting and having their big mouths. It just makes no sense to me. It's a sickness, I think. I feel like
I think it's a sickness too, guys. Hey, we are coming to the end of the hour. Tonight we'll be at the Shea Hotel in Arlington Heights for the very first time. Me and Double T Rooftop, 7 o'clock. Friday, Chicago Prime. Saturday, Ron Onesti Speakeasy. That's 8:30, Oshows.com. And Sunday at St. Joseph Deacon Church in Tinley Park with Oceans Rat Pack. And so Monday will be the Columbus Day float. We're excited about that. Who we got coming up next week? Next Wednesday, Big Sammy's on the 15th in Plainfield. On the 16th, we'll be at Osteria Capri in Downers Grove. Haven't been there in a long time with Lisa P and Double T. Italian, Green Bay, Wisconsin on the 18th. Positano's on the 23rd. With Kim Peterson, LaFew, and Jerry Jams filling in for Lisa P because she'll be in Florida. 25th, back at Taverna on Division. The 30th will be at Village Pub for a Halloween costume, cash prizes. Woo! We're excited about that. Cash prizes at Village Pub. And tickets go on sale tomorrow, folks. Tickets are on sale tomorrow for Tony Ocean and Friends, Sunday, November 9th at the Des Plaines Theater. Sale tomorrow, oshows.com. Here's going to be the lineup. Tony Toto, Danny Ramundi, Daryl Armistad, Jerry Jams. That's the full band. Then we have Lisa P singing, guest singers, Louis Pipes, Ronnie B, Stephanie Lemon-Brigner, Johnny Garini, Christian Knievel, and, of course, Jenny and Pardo. Brand new people. Some of those people have never been on that stage, so it's going to be a lot of fun. November 9th, and possibly Joe Catafia. We're trying to work him in there, too, if possible. Okay. Go to Chicago. Go to oshows.com and book your ticket there for Tony Friends Sunday, November 9th. That's a 3 o'clock p.m. show in Des Plaines. Tomorrow, my guest will be from the band Wreck, my good friend Lisa Marie. We'll be talking about her new band, Reckless. Of course, she's been around with them forever. Her love of horses, etc., etc. And check out my friend Carol. Tonight we'll be on the Die Show. So make sure you go check her in, filling in for some other lady who's not going to be there. So that'll be cool. I think that's at 7 o'clock. Guys, birthdays for today. John Winston Lennon, the great John Lennon, would have been 85 years old. His son, Sean Lennon, turned 50 years old. Alice Silverstone, haven't seen her in a long time.
Alicia.
Bernie
Alicia
Mac.
Silverstone.
Alicia, yeah. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Brian Johnson, the singer of AC/DC, celebrating a birthday. Franny Flagg from Match Game. Now we're really going back. Steve Miller, the Joker, 82 years old. Lily Tomlin, one ringy dingy, 86 years old. Kevin Cronin of REO turned 74 years old. Elizabeth Shue, 62. Let's see. That's very cool. Johnny Mathis, 90 years old. Tico Torres, the drummer of Bon Jovi, celebrating 72. Tanya Tucker, country singer. And my good friend Marty Malarkey from McCormick Place, wherever you are, happy birthday. Guys, thank you, Carol, for being on the show. We do appreciate it. She'll be back Tuesday with us, but she'll be coming live. We're all going to be going live Monday from the Columbus Day Parade on State Street, that great street. 35 people crammed on a beautiful float. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be fun. Guys, buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment, but mostly support my good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, our good friends from Ace. That's right. So what you need to do, folks, don't forget to download Ace app. All new Ace app downloads receive a $10 coupon just for downloading the app. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. And Wendy and Craig from Imperialux, becoming your own bank, making your dream retirement a reality with guaranteed lifetime income. Wendy and Craig can help you create personal pensions, grow your wealth, secure your legacy. It's never too late to start. Take charge of your new financial future today. 630-890-1213. Tell them Tony O sent you. We got to go, everybody. Buy local, shop local, support local establishments, and be nice to everybody out there. And just because you're offended, right, Carol?
Yep.
Doesn't mean you're right.
Nope.
Absolutely. You guys have an incredible afternoon, everybody. God bless you. Peace and love. Nick, take us out. Bye-bye, everybody.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Peace and love, guys. And thank you so much for watching Ocean's Pit. Little show about big things. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same station, with Lisa Marie from Reckless, one of the great bands out of Chicago. Bye-bye, everybody. See you tonight at the Ches Hotel in Arlington Heights, 7 o'clock. Showtime, me and Double T.